So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about mindfulness. When I mention mindfulness, people often feel that it's a bit of a buzzword, that it's something that's not for them, that it's something that needs time taken out for, that people have busy lives and they don't have time to set aside for mindfulness. But I want to talk to you about what mindfulness really is, and it's about being present. It's not about taking extra time out, although it's great if you can. Mindfulness is not about listening to an app of guided imagery, people floating down rivers on logs, etc., although that can be beneficial too. It's not about sitting cross-legged and trying to clear your mind, because that's almost impossible. Our minds are meant to wander, that's their job. And if we're expecting them to stop wandering and to be able to have a clear mind, then we're setting ourselves up to fail. Mindfulness is about paying attention to the present, to just what's happening in this moment. So we're using all of our senses. We're using our ears, our eyes. We're noticing what things feel like. We're noticing what things smell like. And we're just really focusing on what is happening right now in this second. And this is about reassuring our brain that we are safe. Because when we are activated and we're out of our window of tolerance, it's a threat response. So it's a sense that there's some sort of danger. So when we're completing tasks mindfully, we're interrupting those intrusive thoughts where we might be reflecting on things that have happened and remembering troubling times, or we might be thinking about what might happen, the what ifs, the assumptions. And we are interrupting those so that we can remind our brain, our internal police officer, that right now there's no current danger. So therefore your amygdala can de-escalate. So when we're thinking about this, we are carrying out everyday tasks, no extra time needed. So you might be washing the dishes, for example. So you're noticing how warm is the water? How heavy is the pan? What do the bubbles smell like? What does the water feel like on my hands? What does the pan sound like when I put it on the draining board? What do my feet feel like standing on the floor? So you're bringing all of your attention to the present, to what you're actually doing now, where there's no danger. Having a shower, for example, you might be noticing what your feet feel like standing in the shower tray. How warm is the water on your body, or how cold is it? What does the water feel like when it hits your skin? What does the shampoo smell like? What do your fingers feel like when you're massaging your scalp? What does the sponge feel like on your skin? What do things smell like? What does it feel like when your fingers are touching your body? What does it feel like when we are drying ourselves with the towel? So you are bringing your attention right to the present. How often do you have a shower and you're thinking about what you need from the shop, or when the MOT's due on the car? Very often we're so busy and our minds are full that we're responding to all sorts of external stimulus that's not happening right now. So mindfulness is about cutting all of that out, about stopping those intrusions and just focusing on what's happening in the present. You can drive your car mindfully. What do your feet feel like on the pedals? What does the clutch sound like when you press it down with your foot? What does the gear stick feel like in your hand, or the steering wheel? What do the indicators sound like? What's the colour of the car in front? What's the number plate of the car in front? What can you hear as you're driving along? What do your legs feel like on the seat? So you don't need extra time. And it's hard work being present, because our minds are meant to wander. They are doing their job. But our brain is a muscle, just like any other. And the more we practice mindfulness in our everyday lives, the more present we'll be, the more enjoyment we'll get from the things we're doing, and the more we're building that muscle to be more present rather than wandering off. And it takes time and it takes practice. It's gym for your brain.